for what the day was, to have the turnout that we had, to have all the youth clinic that we had, and the number of people that was here today. It was fun. It was fun. And I think all the people, there's a lot of people that still stuck around, which is cool. And so just good. We wanted to have some energy for practice today. Our players did. And we're just one day at a time, and you know, we come back on Monday, correct our mistakes, come back at it Tuesday.
Is it kind of fun to put on a show there at the end for the fans, just with 14 girls?
You know, really, to be honest with you, that's not a show. We didn't do anything different today than what we scripted a practice. This was very similar to what Tuesday's practice was this past week. We were 2-minute on Tuesday. We were red zone on Thursday. And now it's kind of the way that'll be. So we just practiced today and just opened it up. That was it. There wasn't anything that was set for anybody. We weren't trying to. We were getting our work in, and we just let people watch.
Do you feel pretty good about the first 2 weeks of spring practice and everything you were able to do?
Yeah, so far. I mean, I think what's happened is that, like, you've got a lot of stuff that's new with with some of the guys on offense. They're doing a pretty good job with it. You know, we're moving or, you know, rotating in a lot of people at different times, and that's good. And no, I like where we're at after 6, but it's one day at a time. That's all we talk about around here. You know, it's one day at a time. It's our attitude and behavior to create habits, and that's all it is.
Are there some things you learned about the team that you wouldn't know unless you go through this?
Yeah, I mean, we're grinding a little bit, which is a good thing. I think we have the capability of having a pretty good pass rush. I think with Braden Siders, where he's at right now at 245 pounds, Sebastian Harsh at over 240, compared to what those guys were a year ago. And Braden Siders didn't have a spring a year ago. And you know, and was injured for a lot of fall camp last year. And Sebastian was coming off of an injury a year ago. And I think inside, you know, we've got some guys that can move inside. And so I think we have the capability of having a good pass rush. I think we've got, you know, right now practicing a set of really good, capable running backs. And that's pretty easy to see. And you know, just overall, I think the energy to everything is really good.
Does that make it kind of baptism by fire for the tackles, and is that a good thing?
That's a great thing. What we're trying to find right now, we know Caden Barnett, you know, is out this spring, but he was a starter for us a year ago. The big thing is what is that next guy? Who is that next guy to go opposite him? You know, or is our best combination to use Jack Walsh out there? And we don't really want to do that. And so that's what the emphasis is, and that was one of the things that we had a little hit list of things in the spring that we had to solve offensively, and that was one of them. Like, who is that next tackle, and what's that pecking order of all that stuff?
You like what you've seen so far?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's got a little transition right now because of playing the position he played a year ago at VMI to then now playing in the box a lot more to where he's at. There's some transition to it, but yeah, I see good things out of him. You can tell he's a good player. He's a good athlete. He's going to help us on special teams. He's going to, you know, we're practice 6, and you know, I expect 7, 8, and 9 to get better, and then we'll have a scrimmage next Saturday. And okay, let's put it down and go and do that. And so excited about that.
You like what you've seen too out of the wide receivers? Obviously, you talked about Justin Stevenson the other day.
Yeah. There's a chance. There's opportunity. First of all, there's opportunity at the position. But I look at Jalen Sargent. I think he's practiced well this week. Justin Stevenson does good things. I think Chris Durr, for a freshman coming in, has a chance to be a benefit to us. He's got great ball skills. He runs well. That's continued to be like who steps up and what is that order of players. And so, but I think that group's working well, and it's like anything, got work to do one day at a time.
How much do you love that Tyreek just gave us? obviously he came here to get a shot to play this level. He's got a family and looks like he's emerging as a legit.
Yeah, well, he was our best corner at the end of last year. And really, he was starting Texas game and App State game last year, and then he got hurt, right? So he got injured and was out for 5-6 weeks. And so otherwise, he would have started from the Texas game on last year because that had already been kind of made. His energy. Here's the thing I love about Tyreek Davis and a number of other guys. You're going to get the same Tyreek Davis every day. He's going to be high energy. He's going to be uber competitive. He fights for his last piece of food, and that's what I love for it.
I talked to Abe Bangora last year. He's still 9. He looks a lot bigger this year. Is he one of those guys that's...
Yeah, I don't know how much he's put on, but it's quite a bit. I mean, he's probably around 30 up from when he first got here. Oh yeah, and there's still a big learning curve for him, but yeah, he's done good work in the weight room. Look, his physical ability won't be a hindrance for him becoming a good player here at Wyoming. He's a learning curve to it, right? Like as far as when you come in as a high school freshman and do that where he's at. But he just, like I told him, he just got to keep pounding and keep working, and good things can happen for him.